Hey guys, Nick Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to vlog number 4 of the rewatching on 4K of every single Friends special Christmas episode. Today on vlog 4 we're going to be watching and reviewing together 2 more episodes on 4K, and today it's time for Season 6 of Friends, which is part of the case that I have right here. We have episode 10 of Season 6, the one with the routine, and also we have from Season 7, also episode 10, the one with the holiday armadillo. Now, I have memories of the one with the routine because that's the one where Monica and Ross go to this live concert and they actually want to get recorded into live TV. And the one with the armadillo I think is so classic because it's one of the disguises that Ross wears where he basically dressed off himself as the armadillo. Guys, the only little complaint that I've been having while rewatching this is that, to be honest, the only one that I actually felt as a Christmas special episode was the one from Season 2. The rest were kind of like through the holiday season, but it didn't feel to me as an actual Christmas episode. I need the gang together putting out the Christmas tree. I know that scene is coming where they're building the tree and then Monica turns her around, and I cannot wait to watch it. I have to be honest here, today I had the worst day at work. I have to take things a little bit easier there, and to be able to come back home, sit down with you guys here, rewatch one of my favorite sitcoms of all time on 4K, that's something that relaxes me. Like, you have no idea how much. And I say on previous videos, it doesn't matter how long it takes for me to revisit Friends. Every single time I go back to an episode, I just remember why I love the show so much. So, we have the 4K case here right now with, oh my god, Season 5 and Season 6 of Friends. One of the things that I'm checking now before I play the disc. So, Season 6 comes with 3 4K discs. So in this case, episode 10 of Season 6 should be on 4K disc number 2. As I told you guys, on the episodes guidebook, it doesn't specify which episodes are on which disc. It only has the episode guide, basically, and not even a description. So that's why we have the Blu-ray episode guide. So let's look for Season 6, and let's see what this episode... Sorry about that. Let's look for Season 6 and see what this episode is about. So Season 6, the one with the routine. What is it? Oh, how funny. That's a picture from the episode. And that ring that you guys see right there, it takes a village to help Chandler propose to Monica with these rings from episode 144 to episode 146. How cool is this book? So, the one with the routine, it's episode 10 from Season 6, but overall it's episode 131. Written by Brian Boyle and directed by Kevin S. Bry, with an original air date of December 16, 1999. Joey, Ross, and Monica attend a tapping of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Joey has special plans for his rumored Jamie at the midnight hour. And it's kind of starting to get back at me. Again, I do have a few memories of this episode, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it on this rewatch. And let's go ahead. I will play the disc. I will record a little bit of a clip from the episode, and after I'm done watching it, I will be back here to let you guys know what do I think about the episode and to let you guys know what do happen on the episode. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so as usual I have the menu muted because the music playing on the background, it's the intro from the show, and I went to episodes and we're looking to watch episode 10, the one with the routine. This one you can find it on the second 4K disc of the Friends, the complete 6th season on 4K. So let me go ahead and watch it, and after I'm done, I will let you guys know what do you think about this Christmas episode from season 6 of Friends.
I don't know what it is. It just doesn't quite feel like Christmas to me.
Oh, yeah.
See, now it feels like Christmas.
Okay guys, so just finished watching the episodes and I have zero complaints. It kind of has the same issues that I've been telling you guys from previous episodes, where it's kind of Christmas related, but Christmas is not the main point of the episode. This one has kind of like a little thing about Christmas, but it also has the routine because of New Year's Eve. And it was an amazing episode. I didn't remember liking this episode that much. But anyways, what's going on this Christmas episode of Friends? Again, we just watched season 6, episode 10, the one with the routine. So, what's going on? There is a main girl, which I don't remember, but for what I gather and kind of the memories, Joey has a crush on her. So, what's going on is like the intro of the episode had this scene that I remember where all the friends are putting the Christmas tree together. Chandler is making kind of a comment, and then Rachel is like, "Oh, thank you for reminding us, Grandpa." And Ross comes in. Monica is doing the left side of the tree, and then the gang, Phoebe, Joey, and Rachel are doing the other side. So Ross comes in and he's like, "Is Monica letting you guys put the Christmas tree together?" And she's like, "Ross, as much as I enjoy Christmas, Christmas is about joy, it's about family." And then they basically say that, "Oh, we're done." And Chandler goes and he's just like, "This doesn't feel like Christmas." And then Monica turns around the tree. We can only see now her decor in the front. And he's like, "Now it's Christmas." So then the intro plays and the friends are on the cafe talking about this girl, which, for what I understood, she's living at Joey's apartment for some reason. So the girl comes in and basically she's saying that she's going into a live program that they're recording for New Year's Eve. Now, the program, she's just saying, and Ross and Monica has a super big reaction for this program because they watch it since they were little kids, and they know the party scenes get recorded ahead of New Year's Eve, and then the live stream from New Year's Eve on the Times Square, it's actually live. So she invites Joey, of course, and then she invites both of them. So that's what makes the episode title The Routine. They get to the studio, they're having fun, they're just dancing as crazy people, and the camera keeps avoiding them. So at this contest, the plan that Joey has is that once the midnight is going to happen on the fake show, he wants to kiss the girl. So he's having kind of like a great moment with the girl, and the director basically just told them like they put both of them with different people. And Monica and Ross are trying their best to just basically get on camera. Camera keeps avoiding them, and they notice that every single person that they choose to be on the platforms basically gets to be on television. So they go ahead, and she realizes that one of the girls is on wearing any underpanties, and she asks the director like, "Would it help if I wouldn't be wearing underwear?" And then Ross is like, "Monica!" And then he goes and he's like, "Would it help?" So that was a fun Ross and Monica moment on the episode. And they basically agree on doing the routine that they did on 8th grade. So they do it amazing. It's a super ridiculous routine, which we all love. Recently, Courtney Cox did like kind of the Instagram reel doing the routine. And the director tells them, "Okay, you can now go into the platforms and do the routine." They are all happy, but he just tells the guy like, "Record this because this will be amazing for the bloopers of the show." Now, in the other event, Joey, once he gets separated, he basically goes into the restroom and he follows Tall Guy, which was the guy that needed to be with the girl, and he just wet his pants. And he's like, "Oh, why are you on 2nd grade?" So that makes the person of the show, the director, just fire the guy. And the run begins. Monica and Ross are not able to do the dance, and once the countdown hits 0, Joey just screams like no, because he's not able to do the kiss, and he's like Happy New Year. Now, in the other side of the event, which was my favorite part of the episode for sure, Phoebe and Rachel determined that they want to find Monica's Christmas gifts for them. They try every single year, but they're never able to do so, and they go to the house, and of course Chandler is there. So they're able to convince Chandler that he needs to find Monica's gift for him, because what happens if we buy diamonds for her and he buys him something even better than diamonds, things like that, and they convince him to basically do this. So they told him that they're going to be looking through the apartment, and then after they're going to Joey's apartment to look for it, and they found the first bag. So when they found the first bag, it's a Macy bag with like an old shoe on it, and then Monica left a note for them like, got you suckers, you actually did believe that I will hide the presents under the couch. And then she's like, PD, Chandler, I knew they would take you over. So then Phoebe is just like, oh, I think she's into us. Now, there is a fun joke about it that we actually don't know what it is, but Chandler realized, and he's like, do you check everywhere on the apartment? Do you ever check behind my closet, on a gym bag? And the ladies are like, no, we never did that. They go like outside of camera, they start laughing. And Chandler is like, this never happened. This was something that I was taking care of for Joey, and blah, blah, blah. This never happens. This never happens. And then later on the episode, once he goes back to the apartment, the ladies found the gift. And he's like, those were my gifts for you. So he got Phoebe an A and a C. And Phoebe is like, oh, thank you for my ass. Which basically he said that they are book holders, and that's an amazing gift. And they are about to give up, but Rachel sits down. You know, by the window, there is like kind of like a scene where they see when they were looking at the rain and things like that. She started knocking on it, and she's like, wait, this is like kind of empty. So she realized that's one of those things that you just open the top. She opens it, and she finds the gift. And then Chandler make all this big deal that he doesn't want to be ruining Christmas, because he wants to see Monica's look on her face once she opens his gift, blah blah blah. But the girls are he convinced the girls, and then they're like, but you will buy us better gift. So they're going to be putting the gift together, but at that point Monica shows up, and she's like, oh my god, you guys did this, that's not fair. And then she goes to Chandler, and she's like, you know how much time I spent looking for that water purifier? And then Chandler goes like, did you get me a water purifier? And Phoebe's like, oh no, you're right, that face right there is priceless. So then the whole gang is basically together. Ross is talking, and then Rachel is just like, I can't believe you guys did the A grade dance. Did you guys were able to do it all the way to the end? I'm guessing the end is like one of the sides. Ross will take Monica in his arms, and then Monica will take Ross. So the joke is like, Ross is like, oh, at that time you were more big, I mean strong, because she used to be a fat girl when she was a little girl. And then she's like, no, I definitely can do it. So Ross tried it. He runs into her, and she's just like, no, I can't. And she just let him drop. And in another phase, why the girl was important, I don't remember the name, but I think he was living on Joey's apartment. But anyways, the girls started the countdown again, and Joey is able to get the keys. They did a little bit of a music montage for the keys that these guys got. And again, the episode was amazing. Great memories about this episode. I do have to say something about the 4K quality for this specific episode. Again, we're talking about season 6. The 4K quality on previous season was way better. Something that got me to realize it looked more like Blu-ray quality with like more of a light fix. The audio is always good, but for example, one of the things that I love about the 4K is that you're able to read the details on the kitchen products, on things like that. There were a few things on this episode that it was kind of blurry, so you couldn't read what the signs said. I hope it's only this season, but again, I have only seen this episode from the season. And basically, that was it for this specific Christmas special. Coming up next, we're going to be watching now Season 7, Episode 10. So for Season 7, it's time to switch the 4K case, and here we got Season 7 and 8 of Friends on 4K. So we're looking for Episode 10, and Season 7 and 8 has only 2 discs, so both of the episodes should be on 4K disc number 1. So, from Season 7, Episode 10 is called The One with the Holiday Armadillo. The memories that I have is that, I want to say this correctly, but I don't remember the word. Monica and Ross are Jewish, so they celebrate Hanukkah. I think that's the tradition. So he's trying to get Ben into Hanukkah, and then he gets the Holiday Armadillo. I don't remember a lot about why he dressed as a Holiday Armadillo, but I know it has something to do with that. And on the other point, Chandler dressed as Papa Noel, like Santa Claus. So I do remember kind of those details about the episode, but I do read when I was going to be creating these vlogs that it's been recorded as one of the best special Christmas episodes of all time. So I have high hopes for this, and I need an episode that is 100% centered around Christmas time. Because again, even on the routine, the guys were recording the routine for the Christmas Eve night that was going to happen. So, as I told you, the episode guides on here on the 4K side only has the titles, but I do have the Blu-rays episode guide of Friends on Blu-ray, the complete show. We're looking for Season 7, and we're looking for the one with the Holiday Armadillo. And one more time, the Holiday Armadillo promotional picture is right there as part of the book. We're talking about Season 7, Episode 10 of Friends. Overall, this is episode 156, the one with the Holiday Armadillo, written by Greg Malins and directed by Gary Halberson, with an original air date of December 14th of the year 2000. Ross wants to introduce son Ben to Hanukkah in order to entice Rachel to move back into the refuge apartment. Phoebe must drive a wedge between Rachel and current roomie Joey. And I have a surprise for you guys on this special Christmas vlog number 4. This episode also has a selectable audio commentary by executive producers Kevin S. Bright, Martha Kaufman, David Crane, and costume designer Deborah McGuire. So I'm going to be watching the episode. I'm going to be letting you guys know what do I think about it, and I'm also going to be rewatching the episode one more time to hear it with the audio commentary, and anything interesting that I hear about this episode I will let you guys know and I will share it with you guys. So it's time to play the 4K disc, and give me just 1 second, stay tuned, but again at the end you will be seeing my review. Okay guys, so we're looking at the menu for Friends, the complete 7th season on 4K. This is 4K disc number 1. As usual, I have the menu on mute because on the background the main intro song is playing, just the melody. So I head into episodes and I look for episode 10 called The One with the Holiday Armadillo. As you can see next to the episode there is kind of a little microphone letting me know there is also an audio commentary on this episode. So I'm just going to play it now with regular audio with subtitles in English, and after I'm done watching it I will give it a head and give it another rewatch, but this time with the audio commentary to see how many cool stuff we can find out about how this episode was made.
What are you doing? You called everyone and said you were having trouble finding a Santa costume, so I borrowed one from a guy at work. Thank you, but you gotta leave. Why? Because I'm finally getting him excited about Hanukkah.
Wow, guys, what a fun and beautiful Christmas episode. I kind of have the same vibe, but this one it was definitely more stronger on the Christmas side. We have the one with the holiday armadillo. So as I told you guys, I also want to watch the audio commentary to see if we can get any extra cool details about the episode. But I decided to record the review before I go ahead and watch the commentary, not to get my ideas mixed. So, we do not have the gang putting the Christmas tree together on this episode. The Christmas tree is already there on the living room, beautiful as always. And we basically have Monica, Chandler, and Rachel on the living table from the living room, and well, in the kitchen. And Phoebe just shows up with like an skeleton. She puts it on the table, and then everybody's like, "Wait, what? What?" And she's like, "Oh, that's my mom." And then Rachel screams, and she's like, "What? What?" And then Phoebe's like, "No, what I meant is like it belonged to my mom. She teaches us during Christmas that people still die, and you can also put candy inside." So she put the licorice, and then Ross comes in. Monica offers him a licorice. He says yes. He takes it, and he's excited because he said he's going to have Ben for the holidays, and he wants to start teaching him about Hanukkah. And then Rachel basically told them that you should start teaching him about Phoebe as well. And out of the blue, Joey gets out of the restroom with papers new on his hand, and everybody's like, "Did you know he was there?" And they were like, "Nope, no idea." Then Chandler asked them, "How long has we been home?" 30 minutes now. So that's the intro of this episode. What's going on this episode? Where Monica and Chandler are already a couple. I love them as a couple. There is a scene where they're trying to go into a restaurant. Monica is well dressed, and he basically said in the beginning of the episode that he has reservations for it. They go to the restaurant, but the guy tells them that they have a wait list of like 40 minutes. And Monica basically tells him like, "Hey, you need to give him money. That's the way he will get us in a little bit quicker." So Chandler is super bad at giving money to people. He tried his best, but he can't. And he goes to Monica and he's like, "Oh, Richard used to do this." And she's like, "We will be eating soup by now." So he will try the whole episode to give people money. He tried with coins to Gunther and he drops them. So that was a funny alternate synopsis of the episode basically. So another storyline that's going on is that Phoebe finds out that her apartment that burned down is available and ready for Rachel and her to move back in. So she's kind of scared because Chandler and Monica tell her that Rachel is having such a fun time with Joey that she might not want to go back to the apartment with Phoebe, which she doesn't react good to the news, and she gifted to Joey what do you call it? A drum set, the one that you just play, and Joey had super fun with it, and then Rachel also has fun with it. So Phoebe goes in the apartment and she's like, "Oh, so now you're also having fun with that. I thought that was going to be bad for you guys." Monica and Chandler do tell Phoebe that, "Hey, next time that you want to give something to Joey, make sure you don't give him something that will annoy the whole building." And then Monica is like, not only he's playing, he's taking the drums to the air, and once they get to his eye, he's like, "Oh, my eye." And then we see in a scene where he puts goggles on it now to protect his face basically. So then Phoebe shows up with a tarantula, trying to scare Rachel of moving back with her. And of course, the one that is afraid is Joey. Rachel loves tarantulas. She said she had one when she was a little girl, but her cat ate the tarantula and then the cat died. And Phoebe kind of confessed to her what's going on, and she's like, "Of course I want to move back with you." And then she's like, "Also, Monica said that she doesn't want the drums to be a scene anymore." So she put the drumsticks inside of the tarantula cage because Joey is afraid of it. She was like, "If you want me to be afraid of something, you will have to give me a fish or something." They go back to the apartment, and the apartment looks beautiful, but kind of the wall that was dividing the main room, it's now out, so it's only one big room right now. So Phoebe kind of gets the feeling that she wants to stay there. She says that she's hearing her grandma because Rachel offers to her to start looking for a 2-bedroom apartment. And she's like, hey, it's okay if you want to live here by yourself. And kind of like that's where they agreed to. And Rachel agreed to go back to stay with Joey because she hates to pack and is closer to work. Now, the very Christmas themed part of the episode is that Ross has Ben, and he's like, hey Ben, do you know what holidays are coming up? And for what he says, Susan disguises herself as Santa every single Christmas season. But he's trying to teach him about Hanukkah, but little Ben is excited about Christmas. So he goes to a costume store. There is a fun job because once Ross shows up, the guy's like, oh, are you here to return in those pants? There is a minute of silence, and he's like, those are actually my pants. So the guy basically tells him like, hey, it's so close to Christmas that I don't have anything available for you. And he's like, hey, you have to help me here. I don't want to disappoint my kids. So they give him the greatest costumes of all time, the holiday armadillo. So he goes inside the house. Monica has Ben with her. And he starts saying that he's a holiday armadillo, that Santa sent him with some gifts for Ben. And he starts to tell him that he wants to tell him the story about Hanukkah and why they light the candles. At that point, Chandler, out of the blue, shows up in a Santa Claus holiday disguise. And it's funny because he's like, I don't know what you are. They start having a conversation there. Ben, of course, is more excited about Santa Claus. And he wants the holiday armadillo basically to be out. But Chandler protects the integrity of Ross trying to teach his kid about Hanukkah. So he's like, I was going to be leaving, but I'm going to stay because I want to know every single thing about Hanukkah. Ross kind of looks at him in a good look. And then in all also turn of events, Monica goes to Chandler. He starts playing with a beer. And she's like, can you keep the disguise for one more night? And he's like, really, Santa? She's like, yes. Do you have an issue with that? And he's like, did your father ever dress like Santa? And she's like, nope. And he's like, no issues then. And then they share a kiss. But at the end, Ross is basically telling them about Hanukkah. And then Joey comes in with a Superman disguise. So Ross is able to finish telling the story. At one part, I think Joey gets, and he's like, that Superman saved the Jewish. And Ross is like, that's the part that I didn't like. And then they're going to be lighting up the candles. The lights goes off. And then Phoebe and Rachel comes in. And then Rachel makes a joke like, this looks like the funeral of the Easter Bunny. So Phoebe also makes a joke about Ross disguise because she has no idea what the guy is, and she's like, why there is a porcupine, I think is the name of the animal here. But again, it's an armadillo. I think we can all agree that's one of the epic moments from Friends, that it gets on your head and you always remember about Ross getting dressed as an armadillo. I love the quality of this episode, and I love that the Christmas theme was more strong, and this season is kind of like teaching your kids your belief and still let them be the happiness of Christmas. So it was a beautiful, beautiful episode. But that's not all for this vlog. I'm about to rewatch the episode for a second time in a row, but now with the audio commentary on. It doesn't have closed caption for the audio commentary, so I actually need to only hear it. And any single thing that I hear that it's cool and worth to share, I will share it here with you guys. I had the Blu-ray again not that long ago, and then the 4K was announced, so I only saw a few audio commentaries from season 1. This one is going to be a very first time for me, the audio commentary. So wish me luck. I do hope that I enjoy it. I don't mind watching the episode again because it's giving me now an extra insight, and I can be looking to more details. So stay tuned if you're interested in hearing what the people have to say on this audio commentary for Friends, the one with the holiday armadillo. Okay guys, so the commentary was fun to watch. It gave me a little bit of insights of things that I love. The cast and crew were basically trying to do a Hanukkah special episode, and they say that this is the closest they got to do an episode like this. They say as Jewish people, they always have hard times of people that like to celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah, There is a lot of more beautiful decorations for the Christmas season, and the kids get more excited about the Christmas season. So they had a lot of insights into this. They told us that there is a deleted joke with Phoebe saying that, oh, my stepdad would molested me, but they say that joke was too strong, so they decided not to use it. What else did we find? We found out that they made a Christmas crew come in for when they're ready to shoot the Christmas episode, and it makes them feel into the season. But the episode is actually recorded on October, and it's going to be airing on December. The drums were on set for a while, and people were playing them. They say that was kind of fun to watch. And the only person that actually knew how to play the drums was Courtney. They say she was really good. There is also the joke with Chandler being bad at tipping the person, and they say that that's something that some people are just not caught into it. There was a scene that I missed where he's trying to give the guy the bill, but then this couple shows up, and the guy clearly has a bill on his hand. He's like, hey, we're in a hurry, and then the guy takes him in. They were saying that the holiday armadillo suit, because one of the persons from the commentary is from the clothes and makeup department, and she said they made the holiday armadillo disguise from scratch, and they did an amazing. They were trying to play more with the tail, but it was funny just the way that Ross was playing with it and just walking through it. They say they're super proud of the episodes, and the public was going insanely loud when they were shooting the Superman, Santa Claus, and the holiday armadillo all in one room. They say that they were kind of sorry for Courtney because she had to be the more serious person without the disguise on it. But she had a few great jokes there. We also find out that the Phoebe set from her apartment has always been the same one. It's just that for this case they left it empty. What else? It was interesting. They talk a lot about the choices to dress the friends, and it was an amazing, that's one of the things that I love about collecting physical media, when they kind of bring special things that you can find about shows or movies that you love. But I have a last surprise before the vlog ends. So when I went to the Friends experience here in Miami in the Aventura Mall, if you haven't seen it, the vlog is also on the channel. I went with my mom, and my mom gifted it to me this beautiful book called Friends Forever, the one about the episodes, by Gary Sussman, Jenny Dillon, and Brian Kearns, 25 years of Friends. So I was looking every single time that I recorded a vlog if I have any info entry of the previous Christmas special episodes that we have seen, but they were not. But for season 7 episode 10 we do have this entry, so let's go ahead and read it together to see if we get any insights on this episode. So we have two big promotional pictures. The first one, Santa and the holiday armadillo battle it out to win the holidays for Ross' son Ben, and it's a big picture that you guys see right there. And this tinier one right here, Superman stopped by and described the time that he flew all of the Jews out of Egypt. The director said that that was one of his favorite jokes of all the seasons. And another thing that I love is that people thought by the end of season 6 that Friends was going to start to get boring. But when they do this season 7, people realized that the show still had a lot of life left on it. So, season 7, episode 10, the one with the holiday armadillo. Written by Gregory S. Malins, directed by Gary Holbson, and the original air date was December 14, year 2000. As the 7th season hurtles along toward Monica and Chandler's impending wedding day, Chandler's bungling attempts at bribery, starting with an effort to be smooth and slip money to an unnamed matron to avoid a long wait for a table, provide a silly visual through line for the episode. But the focus is on Phoebe and Ross, who are navigating new paths through the accumulated loss of their past. When Phoebe worries Rachel might stay in Joey's apartment, then move back in with her, she sends a drum set and later a tarantula, which was fake by the way, to apartment 19, hoping to send Rachel running. No such luck. Rachel has a natural beat and fond memories of a childhood pet tarantula. It doesn't matter though, because she always intended to honor the deal and is excited to go with Phoebe. to check out the renovated apartment. The only problem is that it's been made back into a one-bedroom. In the end, they agree Phoebe will leave them there alone and Rachel will stay with Joy. Having little luck getting his Jingle Bell singing son Ben excited about Hanukkah, Ross finally caved to the idea of getting a Santa Claus outfit so Ben can have a visit. Turns out Santa outfits are hard to come by on December 23rd, which is why a desperate Ross becomes a holiday armadillo, a friend of Santa's. Ross continues to hope for a Hanukkah miracle even though he is interrupted while telling the story of the Maccabees by a well-meaning Santa Chandler, followed by a Tarantula-terrified Superman Joey. The final shot embraces cultural hybridity along with absurdity because it's friends. The group lights the menorah by the Christmas tree in a scene Rachel described as the Easter Bunny's funeral. They actually put a quote here, which I think is the most important quote of the episode. Wow, it looks like the Easter Bunny's funeral in here. Said by Rachel. And then we have right here on the bottom part something that says commentary, but I do not feel like it's the commentary that I saw on the 4K disc. So these are kind of like inside notes about the episode. So commentary. Fans have often wondered who on Friends is supposed to be Jewish. Clearly Rose and Monica have some Jewish heritage. Ross tells his son he is part Jewish, but doesn't elaborate on his genealogy. Show co-creator Martha Kaufman explained that Monica and Ross are half Jewish via their father Jack, but only Rachel is fully Jewish. In real life, David Schwimmer and Lisa Kudrow are both Jewish, as are co-creators Martha Kaufman and David Crane. When Crane spoke with the Jewish News of Northern California, he clarified that they did not set out to tell Jewish stories in particular, but Ross emerged out of a room where a lot of the people had a Jewish background, so his Jewish plotline was probably informed by that. Besides the holiday armadillo telling the story of the Maccabees, in the lead up to Monica and Chandler's wedding, we found out Ross raped at Monica's bat mitzvah. And who can forget his Hanukkah menorahs with coconut from the one where Rachel quakes. Also, he loved doing the one with the blackout. David Schwimmer has a special place in his heart for the one with the holiday armadillo. To telling Glamour, I hope to one day show my daughter that episode. And it was an epic episode indeed. Super important for the Friends storylines and super important for the Friends show overall. But guys, this makes us all the way to the end of vlog number 4. We have another vlog left with... Can I talk? Sorry. We have a new vlog left, which will be vlog number 5 and the final one on this entry, with the last 2 Christmas special episodes of the series. We're going to be watching Season 8, Episode 11 and Season 9, Episode 10. So that's all for today's video. I will see you guys next week rewatching this marathon of all the Friends Christmas episode on 4K. But anyways, for now, that'll be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.